I am a god. I'm heading over to where I know there were some mushrooms, which is just here, because I want to get some of the brown ones. Probably just steal them from the top of one of these. Let's find a good spot. There we go. 15 should be enough. I'm just going to take this side too, just in case I get a few extra. 23. Wonderful. Excuse me. Just a couple more. 26. Perfect. Now I can just teleport home and we're ready to get to business. I can come in here and grab a bunch of sugar nice and easily, and I should have a bunch of these as well to make myself some fermented spider eyes. And this is going to allow me to up the amount of these creepers, the spawn count, like so. Now I'm going to go up to 10. Just so that it doesn't go too crazy, but it's going to be fast. It's going to be so fast. And we're not going to just be doing the creepers. I think the ones that I want to do is a slime. Somewhere in here I have some others. Here we go. No, not that one. Not that one. Maybe it's this. Yes. I want to do 2 zombified piglins so that we can get a bunch of gold. Or maybe just one. A blaze spawner. A wither skeleton spawner, and for now that's probably enough. So maybe we do a second blaze spawner. Do I have a second one? I can get one. Nice. Second blaze spawner. Ooh. And teleport home. So, that gives us 6. That seems like a good number to work with. Cool. So I've got my 2 cave creepers. I've got my blaze, which we're going to have to do a little bit of work to lower the stats on them. The same with the zombified piglin and the wither skeleton. In fact, let's just check and see whether the second zombified piglin was better. 2, 8, 4, 6, 16. 2, 8, 4, 6, 16, 4. Exactly the same. Okay. So now we're going to do a couple of extra things. First of all, I want to make a few more redstone comparators, meaning I need these sticks and a few of these. We're just going to make the full 11, because if we have 6, we want them all to be powered. This might not even be enough. Yes, I need one more, like so. So, hitting them with that allows them to be redstone controlled. Next thing we're going to do is make some of these vector plates. So, anything blackstone or deep slate by the look of things. And basalt. Okay. I have some deep slate there and there. Let's see whether that's enough. What else? Some sugar, which we can get plenty of, and some slime. I have a little bit. That's why it's going to be nice to... Ooh, one of these needs to be slime. Okay, we're only going to do one blaze. And another one is just going to be converted from one of these. Okay. But with that, I'm going to make a handful, let's say 36 for now, and upgrade them to fast vector plates. What does it cost for the next one? Oh, that's totally doable. Let's go extreme vector plates. Nice. And now it's time to set up an area for it. So let's have a look down here. I think what I'm going to do is keep it in line with this and come over to this area. See what we can make of it. What are you? Not sure. Thanks for the bundle though. So, keeping it in line with that, I'm going to set up a bit of an area here, and I'm probably just going to build it and then bring you guys back once I've got it there so I can explain what I'm doing and see whether we can get it to work. So, see you in a second. And one quick transition for you guys is a long time for me. I've actually spent hours working on this and trying to make sure that I have everything prepared to show it off. So, welcome to the ultimate, I hope, let's hope this works, but the ultimate mob farm. At least at this stage of the game. We could probably do more later, but for now this is going to get me a lot of stuff. So I have a blaze spawner, a zombified piglin spawner, wither skeleton spawner, and a slime spawner, plus 2 cave creeper spawners. So, I really need to get Silk Touch on something other than this spell, because this is scaring me every time. But now we have those, we're going to put them in here. And then I'm going to explain how everything works. So, for starters, we'll do a slime there. The wither skeleton can go there. Zombified piglins, and the blaze spawner. I think that should work. Hopefully they can't spawn. Oh, what stopped me there? It would be the spell choice. So hopefully they can't spawn up here. I believe everything is spawn proofed. They can't spawn on a glass, but if we have to, we'll do a little bit of an adjustment of this layer too. But as you can see, I've got all sorts of different things going from different mods. First and foremost, we have, actually, hold on, let me just do this. This one was the wither skeleton. So we're going to grab one of these, put it there. I'm going to link that up with a wither skeleton skull as my item. And I'm going to take my shield off and shift right click to put it into receiving mode. Next one is a zombified piglin. We're going to put that there, and we're going to use zombie flesh for this one. Perfect. Then we activate that one too. This one here is the blaze. So we're going to activate that one with a blaze rod. Shift right click. And then that means that this is the slime, which will activate with a slime ball. Oh boy. I think that is everything hooked up. So I have these things here, which are called mob mashers. And there is a whole mod added to this mod pack called, what's it called? Mob grinding utilities. So this mob grinding utilities has a bunch of different things. It has a mob masher, which will destroy mobs and count as a player kill. It has absorption hoppers, which is what I have here, that'll pick up items and XP orbs within a 7x7 area. So this thing here is going to pick up from the death chamber. It has entity spawners, which can spawn mobs, but doesn't quite work as well as what we've got set up here. And a bunch of different bits and pieces, including looting upgrades and sharpness upgrades. So let me just check. Do I have some spare connector glass? I do. So I can destroy one of these. Good. So if I click on this, I've gone through and I have grinded out the resources to get looting 10 and sharpness 10 on every single one of these. That costs not that much. The blue dye was easy enough. I just got botany pots making some blue flowers. And this one cost a lot of iron, which is why I have this little setup here, chugging away, creating a bunch of iron for me. The dragon eggs have been used, and we'll see whether or not the slime spawn. They should still, but if they don't, I do have one more dragon egg, because I'm not sure whether or not the slime spawner needs to be in a slime chunk, and there's no guarantee that mine is. I have all of these things hooked up already, ready to go. And I have a bunch of fans in the corner there that if I come up top, damn, that's a big jump, and show the area, you can see that they blow downwards in a 3x3 area after some upgrades, and that's going to help push down the mobs that spawn nice and quickly into these vector plates. And when I tell you these vector plates are fast, yeah, it's out. They're going to move the mobs over onto that area incredibly quickly. So let's block this up. Also, these pants that I have and the stuff that I have sorted allows me to use that near infinitely now, and it's ridiculous. Now, a couple of other things that have happened in the process of doing all that is setting up a couple of these guys. Got my mending villager in here because I needed a bunch of emeralds and blah, blah, blah. Needed a bunch of babies, so we set those guys up. But I managed to find a wandering trader come past with this. Captive Dreams. Sharpness 5, looting 4, unbreaking 5, capturing 3, and mending. Now, the capturing, I believe, gives us a chance to actually get the spawn eggs from destroying them. But not only that, I actually have a librarian who can sell me a looting tome. So I can transfer one of these with a looting 3 book and get myself a +1 to looting. So I could potentially get this up to looting 5 and combine it with this. In fact, let's see how much it costs to combine that. 62 levels. But that will make that sword Leech 3, Unbreaking 5, Sharpness 5, Mending, Sweeping Edge 3, Looting 4, Capturing 3, and eventually Looting 5. So that's going to be an absolute beast. But there is one last thing that I need to do before we get into turning on that machine. It's getting so close now. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to put stuff away. Just try and clear out this absolute mess of an inventory. We are first and foremost going to upgrade a chest up to diamond level. So we need a couple of redstone torches. Make one of those, and one of these. Dupe, a dupe, and a dupe. That's going to give us a really nice chest size there. And we should have enough iron now to quite comfortably set ourselves up with a stack upgrade. But for the chest itself. So tier 1 is pretty easy. Okay, let's work our way through this. Simple. Couple of those and some iron. Oh, I haven't actually done this quest yet. Interesting. This is going to be good. Basic storage. There we go. Oh, I got 2 extras as well. Next, we will go like this. Make a stack 1, a level 2. In fact, we can probably make one of those, and I'm not going to bother with that one. This will be plenty. So, that'll have a stack upgrade itself. Oops. Goodness me. Huh. That was the first diamond chest that I made. We got a free upgrade. And the next thing that I want to do is make myself some singularity tanks. And these can store XP. It's the same sort of idea behind this one, but this one drains it from me. Oh, I also made myself an obsidian furnace. I've really had to do a lot to get this going, and it's changed the course of the playthrough a little bit, where I'm not actually showing everything that I'm doing anymore, but this just felt like it really needed to be something that I showed off in one episode. So, I want to make one of these, a jumbo tank, and to do so, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of those. Okay, so the plan here is to put that on that side, and to the, what direction is that? East. We want items to go through, and as you can see, wonderful. It is stacking through the items. Now, none of those actually need to be there. They've just happened to be killed around this area. Let me stand a little away and actually throw them so that they get picked up by my stuff. And then we'll grab this tank and we'll go to the west, fluid. So the fluid is counted as XP. That can hold 1,024,000 XP. And this, with the stack upgrade, should be able to hold a bit. Okay, testing time. Now, eventually, my plan is to set up a bit of a wall on this side that has this game's or this pack's version of drawers with a bunch of upgrades for storage, getting ourselves compacting drawers, splitting them up so that they are collecting every single item. But this is going to be a good way to see what kind of items get picked up. So, I'm very nervous about this. I'm very nervous they're going to spawn on top because once they start, they're going to be going very fast. So we're going to do this one at a time. And the first one is going to be the creepers. Okay. It doesn't look like that one at the back is actually running. Maybe I'm not close enough to it. I'm not. Okay, so we need to up its... Wow. Yeah, it's working. We need to up its range, which does require prismarine that I don't have yet. So that may be something that we go quickly search for right now. Okay. So for stuff like this, we're going to need drawers. We're going to need really upgraded drawers. I'm also picking up a bunch of stuff into my inventory. So let's turn off my magnet and pick up, and let's stand here. So they're completely silent because I've added wool to it. Don't have to hear the sound of them getting destroyed. This is really struggling to keep up with how fast it's going. Oh my goodness. I wonder if there's a way to speed it up. Because yeah, that is struggling. Let me see. The range is increased by absorption radius upgrades, which is what? Absorption radius upgrade, there we go. Is there an upgrade to the amount that speed upgrade is for XP though? Okay. So I'm going to turn this off, and as you can see, it it gets us a lot. Like a lot. So much so that just this chest is not going to be enough. And look at that. It can barely keep up. So let's actually set it over that way a little bit. That's better. In fact, one more to the south seems good. That way it's going to pick that up nice and easily. But I feel like we need a speed upgrade. Is there a way? The absorption radius is fine. The XP is also fine. We have how much in there? 41,000 XP, not bad. All right, a little bit of work to do still, but that does work. We'll test out the other ones, and then we may go look for an ocean monument or somewhere where I can get myself a couple of pieces of prismarine. Also, we'll take this little tap down there. Excuse me. Thank you. Definitely going to have to light this area up. And with the tap, I can just pour out XP. Heal up tools, make sure everything's good, and it'll just pour it out nice and quickly. And once we have this thing cranking, it should have all the XP we ever need. So, next thing to test is our blazes. Let's turn that on and see whether it spawns. Does it need to have conditions ignored that I haven't worked on? Because that should already be spawning. Okay. Blazes need some work. Wither skeletons. Ooh. May also need some work. Slimes. Although, Lissy did say, and by the way, this is all inspired by Princess Lissy. She did this on her stream world. She did say that sometimes the first time they start up, they need to wait the original spawning time that the spawner had, regardless of whether you have turned it down yourself. So let's turn the blaze back on, and we'll wait for both of them and see whether something happens. Okay, blaze does work and dies very quickly. So that's good. We can get ourselves a bunch of blaze rods, all the fuel that we'll ever need, that's for sure. And what about our slimes? That's amazing. While we're waiting, we'll turn on the wither skeleton as well. In fact, let's turn them all on. Okay, the zombified piglins work. I think at this rate, we're going to have to lift up the ceiling a little bit, just so they have more spawning space. I want them to be able to spawn up higher. I think that maybe they're trying to spawn and not finding enough space for how many I've asked it to spawn. That does work. That's going to get us a lot of golden swords, which we'll start to throw out. We'll try and get it so that we can destroy any golden sword that comes through. What we really want is the golden nuggets and the gold ingots. So, zombified piglin, success. And I believe that the slime one and the wither skeleton one were the two that had the longest cooldowns. So I'm going to wait here a little bit longer. All right. At this stage, I think we can rule out them working. So it may be a couple more dragon fights to get the eggs that we need. But I also think that it's going to be a little bit of a rework. I want to give it some more space up top and maybe lift them up slightly and maybe rework the way that they are stacked. But as a proof of concept, this works pretty well. Already we've got 56 diamonds and 78 emeralds. Plus, look at all this stuff here. We're never going to need gunpowder again. All right. What I might do is rework this a little bit, see if anywhere out in... Hello? Why is it like that? Oh, that's weird. See if anywhere out in one of these oceans I can find myself a ocean monument just to get a few bits of prismarine, maybe out this direction, maybe out this way. And then I'll rebuild it so that it's a little bit more set up, and maybe we'll go through the drawers setup. I believe they're pretty easy to make. Yeah. In fact, let's make one right now before we turn it off to prove that they are easy to make. We have a bunch of spruce in here. I'm going to turn that into a spruce chest, even though I don't think it specifically has to be a spruce chest. It could probably be any chest. And if we surround that with some planks, yeah, my first drawer. And I believe that these, like most other drawer systems that we're used to, can hold, let's see. Yeah, it says it up in the top right there, or top left, sorry, 2K. And we got a free one. From there, we can work on upgrades. So, copper is going to be important. Apparently it needs to have a 2x2 drawer made up, which is chests on the outside, and it does use up a fair bit of copper. And then you can go to the next levels where you can create gold, which is going to be easy enough once we get ourselves a bunch of gold from the farm, and even the diamond one will be easy too. But getting the copper, we may need to get ourselves a drowned spawner even. We could use that on one of them down there. Now the beauty of this now is that I have set those spawners up, and when I want to, I can actually change the eggs over, but the spawner will keep its settings. So I don't have to worry about trying to set them back up again. I can just swap it out for different things when I need them, which is very, very nice. Cool, we'll keep that there. So let me do a little bit of work, see if I can get this up and running perfectly. I might go through, maybe we make a swab. I do have 2 pieces of that. So while I'm out and about going for the ocean monument, I might swab myself some DNA from a drowned so that we could get some copper, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Wish me luck. I'll see you in a bit. All right. Now comes the fun part. I've redesigned this, lifted it up a little bit so we have more space up above. And I'm not quite sure whether it's the right idea to have it that close, but I think it should be fine. And now we've changed a few things down here. One of them being I'm now going to use the sophisticated backpacks with the advanced magnet upgrade and stack upgrades, and voiding upgrades and liquid upgrades or tank, etc. to be able to filter the items and pick them up nice and quickly. Because the little voiding hopper, this one here, the absorption hopper, it couldn't keep up with the amount of items, and that was with only just a couple of things turned on. As you can see, I've prepared a lot of things, a bunch of drawers, some compacting drawers and whatnot, as well as this storage controller. Now the storage controller is going to go there with an item pipe going into it. Now, this design is heavily inspired by Princess Lissy, who streams the ATM mod on Twitch, and I want to thank her for so much of the information that I've got into making this. And even though I haven't necessarily shown a lot of the work, and I've also been deviating a little bit from my standard where I was hoping to just record and show everything, this one required a little bit more effort and a little bit more nutting out. And it would have been like a 4-hour long episode of me just going, no, that's wrong. This is wrong. Finally, that's right. So we have this here. I'm able to add an advanced pipe upgrade, I think. How do I access the pipes? Do I need a wrench? Ah, I do. One moment. Swoop, 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 swoop. I'm not even using my elevators at the moment. That's hilarious. I need some flint. Come on. This has got fortune on it. Please. 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 First try. And I can make myself one of these. Wonderful. I will sleep too. Swoop, 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 swoop. Nice. So, I should be able to... Oh, I don't know what that does. Okay, that does put some stuff in there. That's good. That's good. How do I add the pipe upgrades? Washa! Ah, shift and click. Did I not try that before? Maybe it didn't work until it was configured that way into these things. So now items should pull out into this storage controller, and we can see there's a little bit that must have been sucked up from when I killed a mob nearby. We've got 180 experience in there. I can also just grab this and put a tap on the side. So now, this storage controller, if you have any experience with drawers, you're going to basically get the idea of it, but we should be able to link it up to our drawer system over here. Except with this one, you don't need to have trim in between. So I'm able to make this, we'll decorate it later, but I'm able to make this and use, oh, you scared me. Use these cards, linking tools and configuration tools. Now the linking tool, I believe I can shift right click. Oh wait, have I got the wrong one? That's the configuration. Shift right click and add all of these to that storage controller's linked drawers. Basically, this can reach a diameter or a range of 12, not diameter, radius. A radius of 12, so 12 blocks in any direction. It can connect wirelessly to those things and have them set up. The next thing I can do is, with this configuration tool, I can swap a bunch of things and swap to locking. I can lock all these drawers so that that drawer controller doesn't just start spewing all of the items in. You're going to be annoying. Perfect. So, with a bit of luck, the fan should turn on there. Let's try out our creepers. Okay, one of them probably needs a range upgrade, but they seem to be pouring out at a decent pace. And in here, we should be able to see, yes, a bunch of stuff going on. XP is filling up very quickly and possibly not going, output, input. I'll have to have a look at that on how it sends that out. But that should be long enough that we've got the different items that we have available from it. I'm going to just store away some stuff, blah, blah, blah. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up these drawers, one for that. So we should see that going through. Why is that not linking up? Let's just grab the things that we want to put in there, like so. And the stone. A quick message to Lissy, and we've got it worked out. It was my pipes here. This shape with the little flange is actually indicating that it is taking items out. So, well, that's not what I intended to do. How did I do this before? All right, let's try this again. If I put this here and do that, then add that in there and that in there. Yes, it's done the thing. It's put them all in here. Look at that. Okay, and then on the same vein, I'm probably going to have to completely break this and redo it. We put that there and upgrade. Wait, turn that into that. Upgrade and upgrade. There we go. All the XP was drained. And now we have 29,000 XP in there. Yes. Thank you so much, Lissy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, now what I should be able to do is grab one of these. Oh, hello. Do you have anything good? Protection 5, Unbreaking 5 pants. I've already got them. Thank you, though. On your way. So I should be able to now do this. And there goes all of the bone meal. Stuff like this and this and this. We can put those types of shards over in there. We'll do that one in there. Inferium essence can go there. Miniature red hearts. We'll chuck that there. Rotten flesh. We are going to get a decent amount of. So I'm just going to put that there out of the way. And this creeper charm fragment can probably go next to that. So what I have with this voiding upgrade is that it voids the overflow. So because I have a stack upgrade, if I hit the maximum stack size of 128, it would start to void the items. But since a golden sword is an entire stack in itself, that's just naturally going to start to void anything. Ignoring NBT, I believe, yes. and durability. It's just going to start voiding golden swords. So if I was to turn on this one here, these guys, we should see a couple of things coming to here, but the things that will go through are already passing through, just like that. So now I can grab, as you can see, the gold nuggets are already voiding too. So I'm going to stop that real quick because we want those. Let's sleep. And back down we go. So now that means that I can turn them on. I don't really want the iron swords. Where did those come from? Oh, it must have been from these guys. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting those just yet. So I can grab some of the gold. And we're going to put the gold... Hold on, these guys are just pain in the butt. In fact, I think I'm going to remove those items from there. We're going to put them on this side instead. And then can I... that there? I might need to use my configuration tool to unlock, and that's going to put some random bits and pieces in there. But I can quickly swap this over. In fact, I'm going to have to deal with this. Hold on. Okay, please stop. So that goes in there. We'll put the gold there. And then since the creepers drop the fire shards, actually no. Little bit of shimmying around and trying to work things out correctly. Making sure that things are locked when they... Guys, get out of the way. When they need to be. There we go. And let's look at this again. So now I can put that back in there, and that will void anything along those lines. Let's turn the these guys back on again for a little second. Come on. Started up so early before. So quickly. But now it's not. I do think that I'm going to go fight the dragon a couple more times just to guarantee that it ignores all spawning conditions, because I feel like something in these might be mucking up. So the dragon is quite easy for me to fight. I should be able to just go take her on and get 3 more. I've already put it in my slime one at the top too. So maybe we turn that back on. Out of range, in range. Okay, you are very annoying. Huh. I killed the trader at his lavas. Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's because the last time I did it, I actually pushed them into this. So we do have zombie hearts that we know will come out of that as well. So I might put that there. Why aren't you spawning? Maybe it's too bright. No, I definitely added a ignore light levels to that. So that one has ignores light, redstone control. Did I not put the redstone in properly? No, it should be fine because it was activated, and silent. So yes, it might be something that I need to go get a couple more pieces of the dragon's egg. But while we're here, let's see. So there are obviously all of these things to deal with, but I'll go through those another time because once I've got it sorted, they'll come through. Let's try out the slimes. They get absolutely yeeted around, but that spawns them pretty quickly. Beautiful. I should be able to turn that off now and give them a second to completely destroy. And that gives us water shards, which we can add here, and the larger versions. So we're going to get heaps of the stuff that we need for the, whatever that's called, element craft, as well as slime pearls and slime balls, which I might add the slime balls there and the slime pearls here. Ooh, here. And that looks like there's nothing else dropped from them. Let's try out our blaze. Okay. With the skeletons? Yeah. Okay. So yes, by the looks of things, it's definitely worth my time to go and get 3 more of the dragon eggs. made a mistake. That Enderman was unkillable. I lost my amazing chestplate and my helmet. Luckily, I still have the really good pair of pants because they were diamond, but, I mean, I could put that one on. I lost my really good chestplate. Well, that's disappointing. But in the process of doing all that, I am still getting myself a bunch of bits and pieces. And I think there's a spawner down here for endermite. But look at this, a loot shulker. Now, I don't know whether I can pick that up, but there's a few goodies in here. Nothing crazy, though. Oh, my video settings. So, I mean, we got another backpack and some manon. Doesn't really make up for the lost chestplate. But maybe we get lucky and take on another boss and get one down the line. Like this one. I definitely don't have anywhere near the amount of health. Obviously, I'm not wearing a chestplate, so that does affect it. He doesn't have his glow anymore, which is interesting. In here? Oh, another one. This is interesting. Oh my. Look at all these loots. I'll take that. I'll take those. Oh, goodness. And there he is. I can see your name. How did we get down there? You're playing hard to get. But I'm going to continue on my little path, continue trying to get back what I lost. And we can only move forward. It is what it is. I'll try and get myself a couple more dragon eggs, and then we'll go from there. Oh boy. That's a terrible loss. I'm probably going to teleport back home, grab a chest plate, and then finish this up, and we'll see where we can go from there. I'm glad I've still got that, though. That's good. Damn. I trapped him. I've just defeated the last dragon that I wanted to, and then this guy spawned, the Pathetic. So I figured I would trap him in here and test our luck, see whether we get a chest plate to replace what we lost. Oh! Could it be? It has luck, it's got good armor and health, protection 5, unbreaking 5, mana boost. Yes! We did it! What are the chances of that? And I have these nice diamond boots that I could potentially put in this one spot instead. Although, that does have better luck, so we might just keep that for now. Okay, I have my 5 dragon eggs. I actually managed to get some shulker shells too. All in all, not too bad. Shwoop. That was such a satisfying pop. So, now, we're doing pretty good. I got myself a really nice sword, and we now got a good chestplate back. That has pretty good stuff on it already. The mana boost is really nice, and with the mana regen on this, we're pretty well off. And I even got in here something with projectile protection, but I think the protection 5 is gonna do us just fine. The durability is the main thing. I fought one of those bosses and I didn't realize how quickly it was removing the durability because it was gold. So it was really just struggling to keep that durability and mend it up at the same time. That was my fault. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is. So now what I should be able to do is jump up here and we'll use what we have, which is some of these blocks. And I'm just going to use that on this one, and this one. Those ones already have the ignore conditions, so we should, in theory, be good to go. Let's just fix that back up, avoid getting this creeper to explode, and yeah, we should be good to go. So, I'm going to take all of that out, make sure that there's nothing in there that wouldn't get dropped normally. And now I should be able to turn things on and check how it all goes. So I'm going to actually put these 2 dragon eggs in my ender chest, which I have an ender pouch for. Really nice. Oh, and I also got these boots. Unbreaking 5, Frostwalking 4. But I think I would like to find some other diamond boots to combine them with first. Okay, let's try out the ones that weren't working before. With a skeleton. Oh yes. Now, before I do anything else, I should actually turn off my pickup upgrades on this business, and that is well and truly working. Okay, so they provide a lot of stuff that we need to sort through. That's fine. Let's do this, turn it off. It looks like they even drop diamond pickaxes, which is insane. So first and foremost, we'll grab their main drops, which is these 4, and we'll put them in a slot up here. Now, I'm surprised we didn't get any with the skeleton skulls. It might be a rarer thing, but that's all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Wow. So all of these pieces of armor, all of these different types of armor are things that they can potentially drop. It would be nice, though, to allow this. If I do block, does that mean that it blocks the diamond pickaxes from getting voided? That would be lovely if it did. So let's try that out. Let's turn that back on for a minute and see how we go. Yes, it did. So it gave us another diamond pickaxe and another one. They seem to all be efficiency 3, but that's okay. Other than that, everything else seems to be... we need an upgrade. But it seems to be working. Wonderful. Where did I put my upgrades? In here. So, 2 upgrades on that allows me to hold 32,000 of any of those. That should be more than enough. The next one that I want to check is the zombified piglins. Yeah. Now that's running perfectly. So the dragon egg really does all the work there. And it looks like we're already maxing out this one. So what it might be worth doing is actually grabbing those, and instead of putting them in there, we put them in something that already has a bunch of upgrades on it. So that, for example. Yeah. Now, I'm going to have to unlock this temporarily to remove that. Let's see. Which does mean that a bunch of stuff is going to come through. That's fine. We can sort all this. Can we temporarily disable this? Let's do that and see whether we can put stuff in there. Yeah, perfect. That way nothing is actually going through the pipe until we're ready for it to. Wonderful. Sort that. We might grab the chicken stuff out just on the odd occasion that we do get that. A couple of feathers is always nice. We will lock this back up, and now I can put that to... no. Ignored. Perfect. So, that works. We get gold, which is going to build up quite fast, actually. Let's just put that on for a little while. The gold will start pouring in. Yeah, look at that. In fact, it may be something that we might want to switch over to a compressing drawer at some point. Oh my goodness, what? How did you just spawn there like that? So, that works. The slimes should work. Beautiful. Oh, interesting that we hear that once they've cracked open a little bit. But that's all the slime that we should ever need. Realistically, that's the main reason I was doing the slime, is just to get myself a good supply for when I needed it. In fact, we'll just give that a little bit of extra so that it can keep grabbing it all. The main ones that I'm interested in is the wither skeletons, the zombified piglins, and these guys. These guys are important because these guys smash out the amazing items. The diamonds, the emeralds, the inferium essence is also incredibly valuable. And we do need to go get some netherite. Netherite is what we need to upgrade this pipe to be able to handle the amount of items that are going through here at this speed. It's not so much that the stack upgrade is the problem, although we could do that and allow it to catch up. I think a netherite upgrade would just solve all issues, especially if we wanted to turn extra things on. But it's working. I got a little bit of sorting to do still. We should probably turn that off and go sleep for the evening. But we now have 340 of the diamonds, 397 emeralds, and lots of everything else. All the coal we'll ever need, all the gunpowder we'll ever need. It provides as much of this as I want to create farmland and special stuff. We're going to have all the gold and all of this stuff too. Easy peasy. So with that, I think we'll call it an episode. This episode itself took longer than all the other episodes before it combined. But that's not necessarily how I'm going to be doing all of them as I progress. I still like the idea of doing small lots of filming and just showing you what I get up to. But in the case of some of these builds and some of these things that I'm working on, it just does make sense to spend a little extra time and make it work. How are you standing up there? Amazing. He's stuck on, by the looks of it, the redstone link. Yeah, amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh. What? Okay, I've got some fixing to do. What is happening? No, stop breaking my farm. You stop breaking my farm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we really need to set up some spawn proofing down here. But with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and thank you to my Patreon supporters for your continued support. I'm going to spend a little bit of time fixing this mess. Goodness me. And getting it back in order. Oh, of course, this is all turned off. Oh boy. But until the next episode, I hope you all take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone. Whoop!